Well, the San Antonio City Council is considering raising your water bill, though slightly less than before. The original system would have gradually raised the typical monthly bill by up to almost $19 by 2029. But today, city staff presented a slightly lower set of increases, which they say the utility agrees with, though it would only save a typical customer less than $4 on their monthly bill compared to the original plan. If SAWS doesn't get a rate increase, its CEO says they would be back again this fall.
Although it is very frustrating to see these breaks, water flowing down the street, to address them, we have to spend money to change out those pipelines. We have to spend money on a replacement project that helps us get ahead and identify those lines that need to be changed out.
Yeah, the utility is looking to raise additional revenue, largely to help pay for billions of dollars worth of capital expenses. That includes upgrading wastewater treatment plants, replacing pipes, and installing backup generators. The city council is expected to vote on this next week, and that first increase could hit by July 1st.
I can only imagine what must be happening in San Antonio right now.
Yeah, we want to go there live now to our Zaria Oates, who is at the Frost Bank Center tonight. Zaria, it was a packed house for this Game 4. We know fans are leaving there so disappointed with what they saw tonight.
Yeah, completely packed house here at the Frost Bank Center. Nearly 10,000 people in attendance, to the point where they weren't letting anyone save seats. And as people are leaving tonight, I mean, everyone is crying. People are sad. Some people are still cheering the Spurs on, a "Go Spurs, Go" chant here and there. But I mean, if you can see behind me, and if you were here with us on Monday watching, this is a completely different atmosphere. It's completely empty. Yeah, people are coming and going, screaming and cheering still. But I mean, it's night and day from what we saw on Monday versus what we're seeing right now. This is a really sad time for a lot of these Spurs fans. Of course, these tickets were free to be able to watch the game here at the Frost Bank Center on the Jumbotron, since it's an away game. But a lot of people were expecting the Spurs to win, especially when they had such a large lead for so long in this game. Another game just kind of blowing it in the fourth quarter. We've had a few people come out saying that they want some people to be traded. I think a lot of people speaking out of anger tonight. Maybe they'll sleep on it, wake up excited for the Spurs to return to San Antonio. I know we're excited for them to come back, and the fans who still have faith in them winning this championship are very excited for them to come back. Of course, we'll continue to follow this series here at home, and hopefully if we make it back to New York, we'll continue to follow it there. Live at the Frost Bank Center, I'm Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
Imagine walking into a store and being told to pick out whatever you want. Well, that's what happened earlier to nearly a dozen kids at Academy Sports and Outdoors. The store partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Texas to surprise each child with the $200 gift card for new clothes, shoes, and sports gear. From summer outfits to water bottles, even some Spurs apparel, the kids were able to shop for whatever they wanted. Some say they were completely shocked by the surprise. Organizers say the goal was to create a fun experience for kids who are part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, many who come from single-parent homes or underserved communities.
It's a blessing because I can get stuff that I need for school, or basically anything I need or want, and I really am blessed for that.
And here's the part that I love the most. Some of these kids brought their entire families with them and shared the gift cards with them. The organizers say they hope to offer more opportunities like this for kids in our San Antonio community.
In the meantime, let's go to Adam Caskey at another location that must feel pretty deflated right now at the Rock. Adam.
Oh, I mean, the energy, of course, the energy at the Rock was unbelievably electric the entire time until it started to slip. Now, people were still loud and on their feet, and I've got Joe here with me. Joe, you've been here for how many of these watch parties now?
Every other one. I mean, everyone, actually.
Yeah.
Every watch party.
You're coming back on Saturday, but yes. Tell me, the fourth quarter and as it wore on, what were you thinking?
Well, actually, I started to worry after we came back from halftime. Right, we didn't do too well in the third quarter. In fourth quarter, I felt like, okay, we need to find our game again because we lost momentum after the first half. But I think you can feel, the the pulse in this place, and everybody started to get worried, and so was I. So I think everybody was worried that we might lose this game and might give this game away to the Knicks.
Yeah, you just saw that, people like pulling their hair,
Yes.
just everybody got to their feet. Nobody was
Absolutely.
sitting anymore thinking, oh, so we're good. We still got
Right.
this. All right, well, what are your predictions for Saturday?
Well, we have to win, and my prediction is we will win back home, and then hopefully that gives us momentum, and hopefully we can make a statement win coming back home. So, and then we carry that into Game 6, and then Game 7 is up in the air, right? So, but we got to roll and we got to win, and treat each game as a Game 7.
Let's do it. Go Spurs,
Let's do
go,
it.
man.
Go Spurs, go.
I'll see you Saturday,
Yes, sir.
okay? We got this. It's not over. It's not over, baby. It's not over. See, there's still some positivity.
Game 4 still hours away, but what happened to Spurs fans after Game 3 in New York is still on the minds of so many people in San Antonio. Videos of Spurs fans being physically attacked went viral. The aggression was high, and New York police officers were also injured.
Now, local and Texas state officials are advising fans here in New York to be extremely cautious. KSAT's Pashada Pope spoke with a San Antonio couple who just visited New York, and they say they were warned to not show their Spurs spirit while they were here. They say they felt the aggressive dislike of the Spurs and heeded the warning, but were still targeted.
The viral video shows several Spurs fans being attacked following Monday night's Game 3 win in New York. But Susan and Chris Lopez say aggression against the Spurs was already in the air the day before, and they experienced it while attending a Red Sox-Yankees game.
We were verbally harassed by a group of men who were, I guess, Knicks fans. And they looked at us and they were speaking in Spanish in a mocking tone. And they started circling us and saying, Knicks in 4, Knicks in 4, like letting us know they were trying to intimidate us.
Susan, a native San Antonio who lived in New York for 14 years, was in the Big Apple for an annual trip with her husband, who was visiting for the first time. Both say they were warned before leaving not to wear their Spurs gear.
The first time I heard it, I thought, of course I'm going to wear my jersey. This is a big deal. And so what? I'm just as crazy. New York made me that way.
But the next day, she and her husband recall never seeing anyone repping the silver and black.
All day long and are walking around Midtown Manhattan. We were looking for any signs of Spurs life among us.
Planning to attend a watch party in Bryant Park, the couple says the disdain for the Spurs was thick.
And you could just tell that it was not going to end well for some people. And we knew not wearing our jerseys was a wise choice.
She says on the way back to the hotel, they came across the Spurs fan wearing a Tim Duncan jersey.
I took a quick picture of him just because I was proud of him.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, here comes this guy wearing this jersey. And he zoomed past us and he was headed toward Bryant Park. And I'm like, I kind of felt sorry for him because he was headed into a hornet's nest. Over there, we can't wear our jerseys because, we know we're going to end up paying a price for it. And that's sad. I wish it didn't have to be that way.
Still supporting her Spurs, Susan is now advising other Spurs fans going to New York, trust your instincts before putting on Spurs apparel. Pashada Pope, KSAT 12 News.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Leah Rodriguez, and we are going to talk about what's left for the rest of the week and in the weekend to come. So starting out with this evening, everybody wants to get out there and enjoy the Spurs watch party, whether you're going to show up on time and you're already there, or you're going to be a little bit later, or you're just waiting for the festivities after the Spurs win so you can go honking. Temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable, of course, with those high temperatures and the thick humidity. It is going to be a bit sticky out there this evening. The good thing is you do not have to worry about any rain showers raining down on your honking tonight because, of course, that's what we expect to do about 10 o'clock tonight when those Spurs wrap up their game against the Knicks. But once you go to bed and go into tomorrow morning, we're going to start out with some overcast skies, maybe a sprinkle for eastern areas east of Bexar County like Gonzales, Carson City, Beeville, Pleasanton may see a sprinkler or two. But by tomorrow afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Highs will get up into the low 90s. But again, factor in the humidity. That heat index is going to feel like many of us are in the low hundreds. Next week, though, a cold front is going to come through, and that'll really start to move in Monday night into Tuesday. And that's really going to squeeze out a good chunk of rain Monday night and Tuesday. By Wednesday, that cold front will move on out of here. So to take a look at your extended forecast, we're going to see those temperatures pretty much be staying in the low 90s for the next few days. Once we start to see these rain chances increase Monday and Tuesday, our high temperatures fall just a little bit. But then once we clear up Monday and Tuesday, it looks like we'll kind of calm down for a weather pattern ahead.